What's going on, guys? This week I want to talk to you about different variations of another one of my favorite exercises, the squat. Now, most of us are really familiar with the back squat. It's something we do each week. But the problem is that so many of us are so comfortable doing it, we don't do anything else. And you're losing a lot by not varying this movement. The squat variations I'm going to show you in this video will help you get stronger by improving your thoracic extension, improving your core strength, and helping you to eliminate muscle imbalances that could be throwing your hips off and making the squat more uncomfortable. Now, the first variation we're going to be talking about is the Olympic front squat, and I credit this movement more than any other in helping me to build my squat and to build it in a way where I was alleviated from a lot of back pain that I had before I started doing these. When you think about it, a lot of the athletic movements we do, almost all of them, they entail pushing something that's loaded on us from the front. Rarely do we ever have something on our back in a functional situation that we have to squat up that's lied across our shoulders in a really non-dynamic manner. Most people start out with the crossed arm version of the front squat. This is also called the California version. Now, this is okay. It will definitely help to improve your core strength, and it is definitely a muscle builder, but it's not optimal. If you really want to improve your posture and your athletic ability and your strength on the back squat, the Olympic version is the best version you can do. But the problem is a lot of people lack the flexibility to do it, and it becomes this really awkward movement. But if you widen your grip out and you externally rotate your shoulders, you can create a really stable shelf that will give you an awesome front squat. And in turn, you're really going to improve your thoracic extension and your overall strength. Now, when I do these, I like to use heavy loads for low reps. That's because the Olympic style doesn't really allow for really high repetitions. But you can also improve your strength by doing paused versions of these or doing them at a paused tempo. To do the pause version, you want to make sure you're in a really good position. You don't want to be using a lot of weight. And when you go down, you just do a 3 count, 1001, 1002, 1003, then you come up. It's definitely a good idea if you're using this version to use a safety rack so you don't get stuck. To be able to get into a really good position for the Olympic front squat, you definitely want to work on your shoulder mobility, your lat mobility, and your wrist mobility. These are going to be so important to allow you to get into that position, and doing these stretches and mobility exercises can definitely improve your athletic performance and your strength. I'm going to include a couple of tutorials on the front squat and these stretches in the links below. The next variation is a movement that can definitely be a game changer in improving your flexibility, improving your strength on the squat, and giving you massive amounts of core strength, and that's the overhead squat. Now, I'm not as good at these as I am at the front squat, but they're definitely something that I include in my routine and something I work on. Plus, if you really want to get good at Olympic lifts, you need to be able to do a good overhead squat in order to do the snatch. A great way to get started with the overhead squat is actually with no weight at all. Just use a plastic or wooden dowel, and you can definitely use this to get into position and to improve your mobility for the exercise. As I said before, I'm not really good at these, so I'm going to give you a video from some people who are. I'm going to include a link to a tutorial by Technique Wand that will show you how to get started with the overhead squat. The next version is another one of my favorites, and that's the Bulgarian split squat. The reason why I like this is because you can do it anywhere. You can do it without weight at all. You can do it with weights at your side in the deadlift version, or you can front load and really get some of the benefits that you would get from a front squat while doing this exercise in a unilateral fashion. Another way I really like to do these is by cross-loading and offsetting the weight, and this really helps with core strength. If you're looking for a really great way to spice up your leg day in a painful way, You can try these strip sets that I did in this old Mike Rashid video, and that's where we took heavy kettlebells, started doing the Bulgarian split squat in an offset, and then kept lowering the weight and doing more and more repetitions. It's freaking painful. Like I said before, I absolutely love the back squat. I'm definitely not down talking the back squat as far as its utility, but I definitely feel like if you truly want to be strong, you definitely need to try some variations out on the squat during your leg days. Check out the tutorials below, and if you have any questions for me at all, just put them in the comments below. And if you're looking for more ways to incorporate squat variations into your workouts, sign up for my newsletter and you'll get free workouts every single day crafted by me in my private Facebook group.